Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think everything is working properly. Let me see if we've got chat going. Got sound, we've got my desktop audio working this time. Think we're good. Maybe. Maybe. Think we're okay. Cool. Hi. Okay, I think we're good. I think everything's connected okay. Where are y'all? There's the chat. Okay. Hi. Hi. I think we're good. How is everybody doing today? Got symmetry going. Local sim. Alright, we're in cleanup phase, I think, here. We're at the fun phase. How is everybody doing today? I hope good. I hope you've had an awesome weekend. Where am I at with this? Why do you not have any? Oh, that's right. All right, be patient with me. I gotta do something. Hi, how are you? So I was sizing all of my armor, and so I had to mesh all of this together so that I could size it. But they're separate poly groups. So I'm gonna separate everything and be patient with me for 1 second while I do some fun stuff. So for those of you all that might not know who I am, what I do, I'm Alicia. Hi, I go by VertVixen online. I do digital sculpting stuff mainly for cosplay. I started doing some figure stuff too, which is super exciting. But I digitally sculpt my costumes and I print them. Oh, ready to sleep in Sweden. Just getting going here in Texas. Alright, so let's split group. And I lost all my lower subdivision levels, so let's do this first. Let's duplicate. And then we're going to, let's take it off solo. Oh shit. ZBrush this guy. Hey Bowser, how you doing? Good morning, very fluffy lamb. Ooh, classy clover. I'm not sure. Is that a problem for anyone else? Let me move my mic a little closer. I'm not sure why that might be. Oh, hey. I'm gonna have to lock you in here, aren't I? No, you're gonna stay. Good boy, come on. Come on, you're okay. Sorry, guys. You guys are all having audio problems? Is anybody else? It's on my, what? That seems really weird. Oh, it's just the mic? Okay, let me see. Hi, Gabriel. How are you? Maybe is it... Sorry, guys. I can try switching the mode here, but that shouldn't... Test, test. Okay, so it's not for everyone. Oh, I wonder if it's just for Twitch people. If it's just for, maybe it's a Twitch issue, since Facebook is saying it's not a problem. I'm gonna drop this even lower. I'm gonna keep dropping this. Hello, how are you doing, Jordy? Did you guys have fun this weekend? I'm sorry, guys. I think it might be a Twitch issue, which therefore I cannot fix it. I don't know. That's really, I'm not sure why that's happening. Not a problem on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's saying it's not an issue there. So I honestly think that there's something going on with Twitch, and I don't know how to fix that. You're okay. You're okay, buddy. Sorry, guys. Hopefully it's not, like, super awful. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, me and your right ear are going to become awesome friends tonight. How about that? Let me drop this lower. I want to drop this really low so that I have a lower subdivision to work with. Like I said, I was sizing everything, so I had to mesh this all together, and then, yeah. Also, I just upgraded to 2019. Super stoked on that. I haven't actually used any of the new features, though, but I'm still stoked. Bum. It's on YouTube, too. Okay, so it's a YouTube and Twitch problem, but it's not on Facebook. That's really weird. Okay, then it must be... There must be something... What if I get rid of my filters? I'll keep the noise suppression. Does that do anything? Oh, Ben, so I'm just looking at... I'm looking at the wireframe, basically. So I'm showing the polys. I think it's line fill poly is the button over here that I'm using, which you can't see because of my face. But if you do Shift F, you're looking at the poly groups and the, oh my god. My brain. The flow. I can't think of the name right now. My brain. So the reason why it's changing is because I can change the poly groups. I can make a new poly group, and every time I ZRemesh, it makes a new poly group, so it changes the color, even though it's technically all one poly group. The topology, there it is. Wow. Somebody take away my ZBrush license. Wireframe, I was looking for topology, but yes, wireframe as well. That is also correct. Hey, did me turning off the gain help at all? And I already switched the mode on my mic. You know what it may be? One sec. The thing is here. Let me look at... Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let me check my mic settings. Oh. Wait. It's not even using my... There we go. Does that fix it? Hey, Len, how you doing? Does that fix it? It didn't have my Yeti as my default, which is weird because it has it set up here. Properties. Yeah. Nope. Okay. I don't know then. I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what else to do. Let me take this down one more layer. Or one more level. Hey, Night Shadow. No, so this is War from Darksiders. It's on my left-hand side. Oh, there's folders? Okay, see, that's gonna help me a lot because there's a lot of freaking armor pieces on this thing. There's a lot going on here. So that's great that there's folders. I haven't tried that yet. Oh, new folder. Oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. That makes me excited. I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. This excites me. Let's just drag it all in here. Let's just put all of this in a folder. Oh yeah, in the folder you go. Yes. Look at that. In the folder I go. So the full character, I can't share full stuff on here on my sculpt, sadly. What is this, WWE? No, that was amazing though. It sounded like, anyways, Brain. It's the character on the bottom right, left, my left, maybe your right, the bottom left corner of the screen, War. Dude, I'm totally gonna love, I already love the folders because there's just so much crap on this character. Let's project this shit. Sorry, I'm projecting my details. Hey, Spencer, how are you? No, I don't work for Warhammer. Random. No, I don't work for Warhammer. I work for a company called Gunfire Games, and I'm also a freelance artist, and soon to be something else that I can't say yet, which I'm super stoked on. Bottom right is So You Hopefully Not. Sure. Okay. Let's go one more level. Tighten this up. Oh, bottom right is you. I get it. I mean, I did just receive Chaos Eater, so, you know, maybe. For those of you who don't know, Chaos Eater is War's sword. So maybe. Look, you guys, I'm such a nerd. I've got my fucking Pixelogic shirt on. Oh, wow, I should watch my language. I got my Pixelogic shirt on. I got my water bottle. I'm a happy camper right now. You're kidding, Roman. All right. So, quick note on what I just did here. So, we've got two of these guys. So this is my original guy that we came in with. But if we look at him, he does not have any subdivision levels because I had merged them together. So I was like, oh no, I need subdivision levels again. So what I did, thank you? Send a kiss to Brazil? No. Sorry. This is an art stream. You're okay, buddy. Hey. You're okay. No barking. You're a good boy. You're okay. So anyways, as we know, this does not have any subdivision levels. So I duplicated it. This is the duplication. And I Z-remeshed it down until we had subdivision levels. So now I have multiple subdivision levels, which is going to make it easier for me to edit it and sculpt it. And all I did was reproject the details from my higher resolution mesh to my lower resolution mesh, and I upped the resolution. Somebody is very picky in here. I'm explaining what I'm doing, Coochie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, he's playing LOL. Oh, sad. So anyways, yes. So now we have multiple subdivision levels here, which is great. So I don't need this guy anymore. And let's do this. This should be dynamite. It doesn't need subdivision levels right now. And we've got the eyelids. Those are good to go. We've got this, and it's all under this folder. See this? We have a nice folder now. Thank you, 2019. He's hiding. I'll show him you guys in a little bit. He's content right now. I don't want to disturb him. Okay. So, one thing to note is because this is this will be 3D printed, so I cannot have separate meshes in the end. So I'm gonna have to dynamesh these things together. So let me start that process now. So let me just verify. I just want to make sure. I'm gonna want to dynamesh my lids to my base here. I think I'm pretty happy with where everything is at. We'll make this guy a little bigger. Love it when that happens. Where's the... There it is. Make sure that's centered. I'm gonna move this to one side. Make these guys a little bit bigger. Just like a little wider. We'll make the eyeballs just a little bit bigger too. Oh God, why does that happen? How would I make a tongue and add it to my original sculpt? So that's actually exactly what I did here. And it's just a separate mesh. So it's just its own, why is this being so weird with the rotations? I'm sorry guys, 1 second. It's just its own mesh here, right? It's just its own separate piece. So you could just use a sphere or anything like that. You can model a tongue out. You could use a sphere and change the shape and dynamesh it and then just insert it in. It also depends on like what your end product is going to be. Like I was saying before, by the end of this, I do have to make sure that everything is meshed into one mesh because I am 3D printing it. And I can't, if it's not one mesh, it's going to cause printing issues, unlike a game model, which is different. So yeah, it just depends on stuff, but it's really easy. Just make a tongue and insert it. Make a tongue using a sphere, dynamesh, model one out in a separate program, insert it. Whatever you feel more comfortable with, of course. God, this needs to be wider too. Speaking of tongues, let's mess with this guy here because I think the shape is not where I want it to be. So I just want to make sure all of these shapes are correct with this before I decide to bring it in, bring it to dynamesh it all together. Sorry, my brain. You guys working on anything cool right now? Any cool projects, costumes, new folder system? You can boolean everything in. You can really in the folder? No way. I have not done that yet, and I do that all the time. That's really exciting. Okay, we're gonna have to try that. That's super exciting. Really glad I updated here. That's super exciting. Are you gonna put a Gundam together? That's rad. That's rad. All right, there's some... Nice, nice. Oh, those all sound amazing. Those all sound freaking amazing. Thank you. Sorry, I want to make sure you guys are going to see me doing a lot of like finicky adjustments and stuff because I really want to make sure before I decide to, you know, bring this all together here that this is the big shapes are where I want it to be. This really beautiful flow line I want to make sure I don't lose, but I'll do that till it does. That looks pretty close. Bring this in just like a little bit here. Hard surface model of a helmet, mainly for practice. Nice! Master Chief, that's awesome, Sean. That's super awesome. I ZBrush and printed some helmets. Oh man, look, it's like helmet time. That's awesome, guys. That's freaking amazing. Hard surface, man. Power to you. Yeah, so 3D, it's actually not a mask. Yes, it will be printed and worn. Let me turn on, actually, I can put my whole body in a folder. We'll do that later. So it is, it's a pauldron. Woot. Move these up here. So that goes there. Oh, that's so nice. Wait. Oh, it doesn't hide. Oh, it doesn't do the thing though, where it hides everything. Is there a way to, you know how you guys can, you can shift select, for those of you using 2019 right now, because I'm super, this is new for me, folders. Hey, Neo. If you shift click the eye, right, it'll hide or show everything. Does that not work in folders? Is there a way to do that with folders? Oh, thanks, Gucci. There's this nice, like, there's this nice curve here that I'm lacking right now. So let's see if I can get some of that going a little bit here. Get a little bit. Yeah, you guys all sound like you're working on some really amazing projects. If you toggle the eye in the folder, it turns everything on and off. But like that's the, so that turns everything off in the folder. But what I mean is like, yeah, like what I mean is like everything off in general. Okay. I mean, yeah, I can watch videos later, but I was just curious if anybody knew off the top of their heads. Not a biggie. Updates. All right, let's take this and pull that in more. Sorry, what'd you say, Neo? You're definitely going to make a badass war. Thank you. Starting to hit the gym super hard again. I lacked for a little bit. There were a couple of weeks where I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm technically working. I have a full-time job. I just got a monthly job, which I can't talk about yet. Oh God, I can't wait to announce that one. And I have 2 freelance art jobs that I'm doing. And so the gym has been, oh, and I'm training to do wrestling. I've actually had to sacrifice some of my wrestling days because I've had deadlines I've had to meet, which kind of sucks. My coach isn't super happy about it, but you know, it's payment, right? Jobs come first, sadly. Not sadly. I love the jobs that I get. So I'm trying to, I started changing the gym to the mornings so that I could do it before my full-time job, and that's helped a lot. So I'm like, okay, time to get super swole again. Yes, wrestling. Ooh, that sounds really cool. Maker's Fair? Awesome. It's not just you, Lucanu. It's apparently a thing, and I'm not sure why it's happening. I don't know if there's something up with my microphone or what's going on, but yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I wish it was a problem that I could solve for you guys, and it seems to not be solvable at this moment. And when I scaled this, because I did scale it to my body, when I scaled it, I think I screwed up some of the proportions. Happens. Because I had to change some things to fit my body, so I should double check and make sure that it, I'll have to clean out more of the inside. For sure. Just to give you guys an idea here. So I've got other stuff going on here, but that was just to give you an idea. I can't linger on that. That's it. Okay, I think I'm liking how this is feeling here. We've got this. Let's accentuate. Let's bring this guy down a little bit here. Oh, I was doing some other stuff earlier. Yo! Oh, I love the support in here. It's awesome. Hey, Aaron. I know, mine too. He's secretly my husband. You guys just don't know it yet. Is there a reason you are streaming through Pixelogic and not your own channel? Because Pixelogic approached me a couple months ago to do this, and it was an opportunity that I did not want to pass up. And I can't really stream on my other channel at this time because the freelance projects I'm working on are NDA. And this is something I already started with them, so I'm like, whatever, this is cool, I'll just do this here. And I really don't have the time, so it sucks, but... I don't know if you were in here earlier, but 2 freelance jobs, a monthly job, and then my full-time job. Plus training. Plus the gym. Plus the puppy. You guys ready? Here he is. See? He never leaves my side. He just hangs out with me. All the time. I'm gonna turn my fan on 1 second. Hi, puppy! Yeah, he's so cute. He follows me everywhere. It's probably one of the most adorable things ever. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get up and go do something, and he follows me. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in this room, and he follows me. So I was asked to stream here, Neo, and I probably only have a couple hours a week to stream. So because I was asked to stream here, I want to stream with Pixelogic over streaming on my own channel right now. And streaming on my own channel is something that I'm hoping to bring back once my schedule calms down. I keep saying that. It has not calmed down yet. In fact, it's just gotten busier, but if job situation stuff changes for me in the future, then I'll be able to stream more. But working currently full-time plus this other stuff, it's just too much. It's just too much. Do you sleep? Yes, I make time for sleep. I have to. That's why I started gymming in the mornings. Which I am not a morning person, so that's been hard. Hey. Hey, that's why I closed the door. You're okay. I promise you're okay. I promise. Yeah? Yeah. No. Aaron, just keep going. It'll come. The right job will come for you. Just keep going, keep working on your portfolio, keep applying, don't ever stop. You know, keep on top of the programs. Get your name out there. Just keep pushing, you'll get there. You will. Like, if you just keep pushing, it'll happen in the right place. No, I haven't streamed on, I've streamed on Gunfire's channel and I've streamed for Pixelogic, and that's the only streams I've done. Okay, bye, Very Fluffy Lamb. I'll see you later. Yeah, it'll probably finish in a couple streams here. I'm gonna start doing some cleanup stuff tonight on it. I'm just checking up on all of my proportions and stuff right now. I want to make sure that everything is where it should be. I want a slight curve in that. That feels good. Take MMA instead of wrestling. 3D. I like the performance aspect of wrestling. And yeah. You know what? Wow, we're gonna do something a little crazy right now because my brain just saw this. Which is a pretty significant change, but yeah, I like the performance aspect. I like the acrobatics of it and the... I like all that stuff. Can we... What is going on here? Hey, Leo, how are you? It's not fake. It is not fake. Anybody who says it's fake has never done it. It's choreographed, yes, but it's not fake. Trust me. My bruises and all of my wounds, my giant hematoma that I got, and my frickin' covered in bruises, and my... what did I do recently? Oh, I bruised my ribs. That was fun. That's been a lot of fun. That's finally getting better. So no, it's not... It's definitely not fake. One of my coaches came up with a finisher and he laughed, yeah. I have a martial arts background. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. And I learn real fighting moves. It's not just like performance stuff. Thought it was fake too, but it turns out somebody who works for my boss. The WWF, yeah. Yeah. It's, yeah. It's crazy. It's like, there's a lot more to it than people think. Let me just say that. So I highly recommend if you've, like, I don't know. I went into it and I was like, this is going to be easy. Like, I have a martial arts background. I can totally get in here and kick butt. And, like, day one, they had us doing bumps and all these crazy rolls. And I was like, 3D artist that turned wrestler that's still a 3D artist. And also does something else. Oh my god, I can't wait to share that. Life is just so good right now. Never stop achieving your dreams, because they'll happen. Can't wait to share. Alright, let me see. Does he look angry enough? First of all, it wasn't karate that I did. And I don't want to do MMA. I don't want to do UFC fighting. I would rather not actually break my face. Hey, thank you so much for the follow on my channel, Mayonymous, if you're in here. I appreciate it. I'd rather, you know, actually survive and not destroy myself completely. Just a thought. Just a thought. Why are you sorry? What about it, Leo? I mean, yeah, I guess. That's not... I'm not gonna print myself a new face, though. Okay, let me focus here. You guys are distracting me. We're too much distractions. Back to sculpting. Back to sculpting. There's, like, I think... Where? Oh, there it is. I don't like it when that happens. So, can I rotate full things? What if I... no. Does this work? No. Hold up. Wait, transpose. Oh, here we go. Boolean folder, merge folder, rename folder. What is this transpose set? Oh! Excuse me. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, folders. Thank you. Bruising your back is a lot better than permanent brain damage, though. It is, yes. 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 It's way better, TJ. That's why we learn to fall properly, so that we don't screw up our heads, so that we bruise our backs, and hopefully not our elbows, mostly our backs. You shouldn't be bruising your elbows. Yes, that's actually exactly what I'll do. My power level's over 9,000. Oh, whatever, Leo. We don't have to talk about that. Anyways, so that was pretty cool. Just realized that I could do that. I have to move the eyelids and stuff anyways, so... Because I'm gonna totally go get in a real fight 3D. Amazing. That's really cool. You can transpose your folder sets. Learning new things. Thank you, 2019. So let's pull this guy out here. Actually, let's do something fun here. Let's move this up. Can we do folders inside folders? Several invisible subtools currently activated from, oh, wait. Would you like to create a new folder containing these subtools? Yes. 1 second. I think I just screwed something up. Hold up. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't screw anything up. I just created another folder. So can you not create folders in folders? Oh my god. That's what's gonna happen. Hold up, guys. So let's just break that out. Cool. We'll break that out. That works. And then we can do transpose set. What is this weird mode? What just happened? Okay, why is that? Go to, there's some weird things happening right now. It's like a visual thing that I've done. Weird, what was that? No folders in folders. I know, I got excited. I got too excited. I was like, can I please folder in the folder? This is still really cool though, that you can do this, that you can transpose these sets. Like, that's really cool. And super duper duper helpful. Yeah, these folders are amazing. Thank you, 2019. It's like, it's awesome. Yay, okay. All right. I don't know. I must have hit something though with this view. Have you guys seen this before? This view thing? So he does talk about it? Okay. If anybody knows in here and how to change it, that would be great. If you don't, that's fine. It doesn't seem like there's a... thing for it. I want to still push these in further. The pizza boxes? What are those? What do you mean pizza boxes? Right, that's what I wanted to do, but the transpose set, right? Is that what causes that? Is there no way to do transpose set without the lines? But that's not, this is, doesn't have, no. Don't be sorry. No, it's not a polyframe thing. There's nothing to be sorry for. If you want to move multiple levels, it renders that. Okay, okay. So basically, that's just like the view of it when it does it. It's not like a setting. Hey. Thank you so much for the follow if you're in here, Moak. Well, future note, it would be great if you could. Or at least turn it into ghost mode or something. Hey, Jay Sour, how are you? Let's transpose this again real fast. Why are you... No, that's not what I want. Dang it. I hate it when I accidentally home stuff. No, go back. Good, I'm glad. What was I gonna do here? There was something that I was like, this isn't right. It is war. I am working on war. Actually, don't mind that there. I'm working on one of his pauldrons right now, the face shoulder. There's a distance issue here. So we're gonna move some stuff around real quick here. This is why, see, this is why we needed a lower subdivision level. Yeah, I'm glad there was some inspiration. Aaron, you totally got this. Just keep going. Don't stop. Don't get discouraged. The right job will come for you. Just keep pushing. Mr. Shoulder ate too many powdered donuts. Is that, oh, because of the current mask? Sure, that's what it is, Nia. Yeah, so I have our stream, restream going on in chat, and so I see chat from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Not to confuse you. Totally to confuse you. The point of that was to confuse you. Good, I'm glad. I feel accomplished. Silly Alicia. Sorry. I do miss streaming. Like, I really do. I just, like... jobs. And I think, you know, you'll be really happy about one of them because you'll be able to own a piece of awesomeness if you so do choose. Finally. Thank you, I appreciate that. Alright, so like I said, I apologize again that I'm literally just like subtly moving stuff, but I really want to get into the point of making things pretty, and we're not there yet, so, you know. Yeah, you will. Pizza box is that little horizontal line at the top right of the Cayman's thing. Wait. This. Trampo, this guy here? Oh, you'll like it, I promise. Would love to see you 3D print this. I am 3D printing this. Oh, thanks, Paul. Yes, this will be 3D printed. Needs to click to get rid of that weird effect. Okay, interesting. Thank you. I will try that. This will be 3D printed. So I am actually doing War as a cosplay. So this will be 3D printed, and we've kind of talked to Pixelogic about showing the cleanup process and stuff. So I'm going to talk to them more about that. See if I can share with you guys how this gets sliced and put together. I know it's not necessarily ZBrush related, but I thought it would be cool and kind of different because it's obviously sculpted in ZBrush, to show you how I take the sculpt into a real piece of 3D armor, like this guy here. Oh god. He's been broken, but like this guy here. Right, this was done in ZBrush. And then printed. Nom nom noms. It's from Fury. There it is. Look at that. There it is. Done. Thank you. Thank you, 3D. should. The broken sword? That thing is dead. That thing is super dead. I was debating on remaking it, but that probably won't happen now. It happens. You go through stages, right? That's kind of how I've been too. I just haven't had the time to game. I mean, like I've done it when I travel. I play on my Switch, so I'm excited for more Switch games to come out, which Darksiders 1 is coming out on the Switch April 2nd. Oh god. Dates are memorized at this point. So if you've never played it, you don't have a lot of time to game, you can pick it up for the Switch. I want to take this whole bit here and move it. Clown 007, if you're in here, thank you so much for following me on my channel. I appreciate that. No, that's not. I don't like that. Oh, crap. No, sorry. It's on these ones. Look is not right. Look is also not right. Hold up. Sorry, I've been messing with this, and I don't like what I've been doing, so... Let's just stop. Stop jumping. Yes, accurate. Aw. Thanks, I appreciate that, Clown. Thank you, thank you. Okay, cool. Super cool. I gave myself more space here. Do I want to give myself even more? Let's bring this down a little bit more. Yeah, and if you guys have questions at all what I'm doing, please ask. Don't hesitate. If you've got questions in general, please ask. Right now I'm making proportion adjustments. I'm gonna let's see, remesh this guy because he's like super high res and does not need to be, and it's causing me problems. Okay. I am, Brian. Hi. 3D aficionado. I think I'm gonna go with Alicia Lynn. I was thinking about doing VertVixen, but and my other stuff too, I've been kind of gearing more towards my actual name. Because it's cool to have an online presence and everything with my like online name, but I also want to be, you know, known for my actual name and not just an online persona. Nah. I don't think so. It's also my first and middle name, so. So Brian both. So I do own 3 3D printers. I own an Ultimaker 2 Plus Extended. I own a Erase 3D N2 Plus, which I need to fix. They sent me the parts. And then I own a Form 2. No. See, I don't want to go corny. But I'm also working with a company called Spectra 3D. They help me print some of my stuff for Fury, and they've offered to help me print some of my stuff for War as well. Because, like, just to give you guys a brief idea, like, there's just a lot of really big pieces here that need to be printed. So, yeah. I will not be able to print all that on my own. I mean, I will, but not in the time that I need to. So I'm very fortunate that they want to work with me again, and yeah. Oh, that looks better. And then we've got the other layer there. Super cool story. This is flatter. I keep pulling that in, but I need to keep pulling it. It's like still aggressive, but it's more of a flat profile. Still want to make sure I'm pulling that in. And I can really accentuate that more with the detailing. This was a sphere, so, or ZBrush. Okay, wait, 1 second. So, do I use Simplify 3D or ZBrush? I don't use Simplify 3D. I use ZBrush, but I don't, for what process though? For all of my sculpting and blockouts, I do everything in here in ZBrush. Lynn Vixen? No, I kind of don't want Vixen in my name at all. And then when it comes to blocking out something like this, Paul, let me save this real quick. Oh, do I use, with ZBrush? No, I don't use Simplify 3D. I use Mesh Mixer. I use Mesh Mixer to prep all my prints for printing, and then I use Matter Hacker's proprietary software for my actual slicing program, Matter Control. And then for the form, I use their Freeform, I think is what it's called. What is it called? Their form software. Sorry, 1 sec. Oh, I guess I'm still in here. I guess I should just save it over this. Yeah, so I don't use Simplify 3D. I use Matter Control, which is Matter Hacker's proprietary software for slicing. Okay, so real quick, just so I can show you kind of where this started. Yeah, that's kind of where it started. And this was a sphere that I pulled and stretched in Dynamesh and sculpted into and all that kind of stuff. I don't have an earlier version, sadly, but that's where it started. See, if you notice, the name is PM3D Sphere 3D11. I'm like kind of offended that you're even asking that question right now, Scrivina. It's kind of offensive. But anyways, just gonna keep going. I hope that helped, Paul. I hope that helps. I'm actually a werewolf. Is that a gender? Can I have that as a gender? Does that work? It doesn't. It's not a gender. It's a species. I go with that. Yeah. I know. I'm bad with names. I'm super bad with names. In Photoshop, I am religious about naming stuff. Religious about naming stuff. So, it is kind of offensive in general to ask somebody's gender. I'm just going to point that out there. Just saying. It's also offensive because it's just offensive. It's very offensive. I'm bad about it. You should name everything in ZBrush. You really should. Anyways, back to this. All right, so let's bring, this is a little shorter in there. Anytime, Paul. Hopefully that helped you some. Ooh, okay. Let's pull this. We're gonna stretch that out some. Okay, thank you. Save the file. My leg's falling asleep. I sit cross-legged. My leg is falling asleep. And my dog is sitting right behind me, so that's always fun. It's just, I wouldn't ask that question in general. I mean, yeah. I'm a woman, by the way. Just thought I would point that out. Who's gonna wear this costume? I'm wearing this costume. I'm doing a gender bend version of it. Thor is great. He is currently sitting right next to my chair, so I can't move it, but he's doing really good. He is very happy that he can just be by my side all the time. Because he literally is all the time. Okay, let's see. How tall do you think? This is fun. Let's ask questions about my physical traits. How tall do you think I am? Why does any of this matter? Oh, because I'm cosplaying as War? It needs a tall person? Okay, I get it. I was like, why does this matter? I'm 5'8". I am 5'8", but I will be wearing heels with the costume because I do want to be like a statue. Like giant. Giant, because War is giant. I understand now why you're asking the questions. My dog's name is Thor, but he's part Corgi, so I call him Thorgy. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool, cool. 5'8", yeah, that's accurate. I am 5'8", yes. Corgi Meister, yes. No. Skurveda, I have to ask. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? You do not have to answer if you do not want. I am doing what's called a gender bend, which means I'm doing a female version of a male character. Which I do a lot because I like to cosplay characters that I enjoy. Sorry, 1 second. My friend wants to watch stream. I like to cosplay as characters. Hi, Neo. That I enjoy, and War is one of those characters that I enjoy as a character, and just because it's a male doesn't mean I'm not going to cosplay as that character. I'm just going to do a female version, which is called a gender bend in the cosplay world. No. It's a valid question. That's where I'm from, is Irvine. I am from Irvine originally. Not living in there anymore. I'm in Austin now, but I'm from Irvine. Valid question went from valid to invalid. You should probably learn... Yeah, just never mind. It's just called gender bending, guys. It's not that big of a deal. I love War as a character. It's so simple. I love War as a character. He is amazing. I love him as a character. He's awesome. It's like Garrison. I loved Garrison as a character. So just because I am a female, you should really learn up on some cultural stuff, Scrivina. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Before you go to Blizzard. War is a male character, clearly, but I still want to cosplay as War. So I have a couple options. I can actually cosplay as War and cosplay as a large male, which I don't really want to because that's not my type of cosplay. There are people that do that and they do an amazing job at it and power to them, but it's not for me. Or I can just cosplay as War as myself, aka a female version of that character, which is exactly what I did for Garrison, which is exactly what I'm going to do for War. It's just, yeah, that's simple. I've done a lot. I've done, Fury is awesome. I did do Fury. So I did Fury from Darksiders, Shard from Sideshow Collectibles, the Court of the Dead series. If you guys haven't checked that out, check that out. It's awesome. Garrison from Battle Chasers. Arthas, the Lich King. I did a gender bend of that. I did the Lich Queen from World of Warcraft. Bison Cammy from Street Fighter. I've done a lot. Zero Suit Samus, Nova Terra, Nova, same thing, sorry. Hey, Majori, if you're in here, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head right now. Oh, Lara Croft. Jill Valentine. Yeah. Right, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Neo described it perfectly. It's like, I really love the character, and I really want, like, I love everything about the character, and just because they're a male, it doesn't mean I'm not going to cosplay as them, right? It's like, okay. So I'll just do a female version. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a thing. I want to cosplay as this character, so therefore I do it. Yeah. Doesn't matter. It's about my love and passion for the character and for the series. Which is how I choose most of my characters that I cosplay. It's been very rare that I've cosplayed a character because I'm like, oh, I look like that character. I would be a really good version of that character. That's pretty rare for me. That's why I did Jill. And that's how Cammy started too, was because I thought that I would just make a good version of that character. Not that I don't like Street Fighter, but, you know. Like, I'm actually probably going to be doing Sonya from Mortal Kombat. And from the new Mortal Kombat 11, because she looks awesome. She has this, like, big old... In one of her costumes, she's got this big old, like, exoskeleton thing on her back. It looks really cool. So I really want to do that version. And I like Street Fighter, but I'm not that big of a fan of Sonya Blade. Or not, sorry, Mortal Kombat. My brain, we were just talking Street Fighter. I like Mortal Kombat, but I'm like more of like a Sub-Zero person, but I really think that I would make a good Sonya. So, and plus Ronda Rousey now voices Sonya, so it's like cosplaying as Sonya, as Ronda, it sounds really awesome to me. So, yes. But normally I choose characters because I love the character. Anyways, back to sculpting because that's why we're all here. I apologize. I'd love to do Ripley. I would totally do Ripley. Freaking, love Ripley. We totally do her for multiple reasons. But like another example, I love Trevor Belmont from the new Castlevania, so I'm already started. I'm gonna cosplay as Trevor Belmont, but a female version because I love Trevor. Boom, done, simple. Okay, fixing horns. Oh, backside. I do have back face masking on. Okay, I was like, why didn't this get this? Because you have back face masking on. That's a thing. Super cool story. Super duper cool story. Nah. No plans for either of those. Deadpool's great, but not enough for me to want to do that. Alright, let's see here. Let's turn all this back on. Take a look at you again. Hey! Hey, Adam, how you doing? One of my wrestling coaches, everyone, Prince Adam Lee. Do you sculpt these, then print them and paint them, or do you mold them and turn them into resin? It depends. Scrivena, I super highly suggest and recommend you go learn some more about American culture. Let me just tell you that. Before you go to Blizzard tomorrow, please learn some more about American culture. Please and thank you. Just, you know, for everybody's sake. It'd be appreciated. Thank you very much. Do I sculpt these and print them and then paint them? Yes. So I've done them a few different ways. Things are hidden from me. I've done both. I've totally done both. It depends. If it's like a piece that's going to be repeated, then I will print one, I'll clean it up, and I'll mold it, and I'll cast it over and over and over again, especially for small pieces. For a lot of large pieces, I'll just wear the raw print. I use PLA, which is strong enough to actually wear raw. If it's printed from my form, which is resin, it's like a prototype resin, so it really should be molded and casted. But I don't always, because I'm lazy. But both ways work is basically what I'm telling you. It just depends on what your material is that you've, I totally just hit the mic, what you printed it out of. Yeah. All right, I think the resin from the form is weaker. Not engaging anymore. So like this is like an old finger armor from Fury. I reprinted them because I didn't like the shape. But this is raw. This is raw from my form. Yeah, so the resin, hi Raju, how are you? The resin from the Formlabs printer, I'm using prototype resin. They're gray prototype resin. So it's not meant, it's for prototyping. So it's not meant for completely long lasting. Like if I were to be printing figures and sending them somewhere, then I would want to make molds and multiple casts of those figures so that I, you know, because eventually, more than likely, this is going to deteriorate or break, and that's just kind of how it works. It's prototype resin. Now, Formlabs does have a harder resin that I could totally print out of. It's just a lot more expensive. So, yeah, and I wear the costumes, you know, 3 or 4 times, depending. But if it's a piece I want to last, then I'll normally mold it and cast it. Okay, so let's double check this. I think we're good to Dynamesh stuff. There's just no reason to troll. It's that simple. Anyways. Let's round that out there. Okay. Ben, I won't lie to you, I don't have the time personally to handle that. Like, I don't. There are forums on pixelogic.com, the ZBrush forums. I would recommend you asking your questions there. In fact, your questions might already be answered there, but it's a very active community, so I'd recommend going to the ZBrush forums, checking out more YouTube videos. I just don't have the time to one-on-one help somebody, and I'm very, very sorry about that. Ha! Oh! TJ! So funny you asked that. I can show you an example in 1 second. Let me answer the rest of these questions. Do you match a 3D? So, Aladali. So, this is actually a pauldron. And if I do a quick show here, I'm very sorry, Ben. I just, you know, I don't want to mislead you. So I have a 3D scan of myself right here. This is an old scan. Anyways, it's creepy. But yes, I am matching everything to the 3D scan of myself. So yes, to answer your question, yes. And there are Neo. I don't use those programs. Probably should, but I don't do a lot of mechanical stuff all the time. Let me pull up real quick. You guys give me 1 second here. I can pull up something I was just working on for this costume, so I can show you how I think about movement, because it is important. Okay, you guys can't see anything. That's good. Okay. So, real quick. Let me add. Give me 1 second, everybody. Cool. Okay. So. Okay. So, for example, here on this side, you guys can see that the belt. This is how the belt actually is in the 3D model. Well, that's not going to work, right? Especially if I'm 3D printing it. So I have to make it actually function. So I have to break it. Like, see how there's breaks here, here, and break it here, and then attach it with leather so that it actually functions. For example, on the front piece here, I looked up, actually thanks to my friend Megan, she was talking to me about medieval armor, and so I looked up, well, she sent me stuff about how medieval torso armor works and how the hip armor works. So I decided to break up this piece, this front belt piece, once again, like you would, so it's like scalloped like medieval armor, so that when I sit down, it'll crunch itself together, basically. So when I go to print this, I'll print them in pieces and sections. I'll connect them with leather on the back so that it actually articulates and moves, even though in the actual model, it's all one piece. So yes, you have to think about that stuff. It's important. But like a piece like a shoulder, like a pauldron like this, this is just one big piece. It doesn't, like, the movement on this is really just up and, you know, I just need to make sure that there's enough headspace here for me to move. A lot of times with large pauldrons like this, you're just gonna have to sacrifice some things if you want it to look visually correct. It's up to you. I could also make it smaller so that I have more movement. But like these pieces here, so let me select that. Oh, let me just get off solo. So these pieces here that sit under, it sits on the arm there, under the pauldron here, right? So I need to move some stuff around, but it sits under this. Sorry, I'm not used to this folder structure yet. Okay, I had to make sure everything is in the same here. But anyways, see how I put the holes in these though, so I can rivet these together so that they'll function and move because they're layered on top of each other. So it's all things that you do need to think about as you're making this stuff for surezies. Yeah. So Leo, I learned my lesson with Fury in the sense that like I did make, because I ran out of time, I did make some of the things movable and functional, but I didn't for as many of the things that I probably should have. So it made things very difficult, like moving my head. There was some things that like the movement was great, but there were some things that I sacrificed due to time, so the movement was not as great on. So with War, I'm not gonna do that. No cursing in here, Adam. Not allowed in here. Because this is a company stream. Don't let me lose this. Yeah, so Scrivina, that's something I do have to, I'm gonna have to mess with that. It might be too deep, but I'm not gonna do that until I have everything Dynamesh together and in one piece. But at this moment, it's not that big of a deal because I will switch that all together once it's all put together. But yes, no, you are correct. And normally it would cause an issue. How did you There was no, I did not retopologize this. This is just a lower subdivision level. No, there's been no retopologizing. It's just a lower subdivision level. You don't need to for 3D printing. Thanks. I think because I'm learning, right, Neo? Every time I'm learning something new, it's like, hey, you have to learn as you go, right? That's just how it works. Anyways, let's get to some actual sculpting here. I think that I'm pretty happy. I keep seeing little things that I want to change, and so I keep changing them because I just keep seeing it. I don't know if you guys probably know that struggle. And so I like the stuff I was working on. I was like, I can't stare at this any longer. How do you get to do things like this for a company? I built up a portfolio. So I've been doing cosplay for like 4 years now, 3.5, 4 years. And I just started by building stuff, learning, getting my name out there, creating an Instagram, a Twitter, you know, my YouTube, my Twitch, like just getting my name out there, right? And then working on my portfolio like you would any other art job. And I started asking companies, like for Garrison a couple years ago, I literally, before I had the job with Gunfire, I emailed Airship, and then I emailed THQ and was like, hey, I want to do this. And I just so happened to like make the right connections at the right places at the right time. And it's all about getting yourself out there, pushing your work, building your portfolio, making a name for yourself as an artist or whatever it is that you want to do, and not letting anybody tell you no in a nice way. I always say be aggressive, but don't be a dick, you know, like you're your own brand, so push yourself. Aw, thanks, Adam. Push yourself, do the things that you want to do. Be aggressive, but be polite. And don't be mean. Don't be a dick. Don't burn bridges. Yeah, it's... network, make connections, make friends. Make lots of friends. It actually doesn't look wrong. Okay, I was like, this looks too wide, and I'm looking at my fit, and I'm like, oh, I know, actually, I think we're doing okay. I think overall, in general, I could just take this whole thing and just do this, which means we can take this whole folder here and do that amazing thing that we learned about and transpose set, turn off the pizza boxes, and we're just gonna... Oh, actually, no, no, we need the pizza boxes on because it allows us to move the whole set together. Take this guy, push, no, I don't, now I don't want to, see, now now we don't want the pizza boxes, now we just want one individual thing. Aw, you should, Neo, you totally should. I always tell people that, like, just do it. There's nothing stopping you. Just go for it. Do it. You are the only one stopping yourself from achieving your dreams. Okay. Sorry. That was my corniness for the night. I can be really corny. Sorry, I'm looking at... I really just want to Dynamesh this and get it all together and then really get sculpted on this guy. I know. I love corny too. It's great. I was super against it for a while and now I'm just rolling with the punches, man. Just rolling with it. I am, Chaser. Don't lie. But I'm corny in the best way. Alright, we're just gonna say screw it and get into this. I've saved it. We're gonna ZBrush these guys so that they're all in the similar subdivision level. I love you, ZBrush. Do it! Actually don't need to. Let's re-upres that. I just realized I don't need to. Because this is already up, right? So let's do, we're gonna save this one more time. That's so weird. I don't know why that's happening and I am super sorry that that's a thing. Okay, cool. All right. I've saved it before I do anything crazy. What are you talking about, Neo? What's amazing? So let's bring this up to the top here. Up to the top. Okay, so if I delete the folder, it does not delete the mesh. I love you, ZBrush. Okay. Let's merge this down. Everything is at its highest subdivision level. Yep, yep, yep. And the tongue. Super cool story. Now everything is one mesh. Then we're gonna duplicate this guy. Hide everything else. And now we're gonna Dynamesh him. We can carve it. We'll carve him out in Dynamesh. I want to remove some of this inside stuff. Nope. No, we won't. Yes, we will. Okay. So we have a copy of this, so I'm just going to Dynamesh this guy down here. Cool. I'm gonna up-res it a little higher though, because I don't want to lose separations that I have. A little higher than that. All right, so now if I polygroup this, it's all one mesh. Amazing. Thank you, ZBrush. I love you. The Mr. Yelly shoulder, is that what we're naming him? Remember when this was a gray ball? I do. Let's actually make him gray again. That sounds like a great idea. Okay. So now I'm gonna remove some of this in here. And I know it's like, I'm gonna turn back face masking on though. I know it's like super gross right now, but it's fine. I'll fix it in post. I just want to remove some of this because, oh, I need to keep that. I will clean all this up later, but I want to do this now while I'm in Dynamesh mode because why not? Because it won't screw up the geometry later. Okay. I need to keep that there for the tongue. Okay, now the fun stuff begins. So we've got two versions of this, right? We've got, if we turn on polygroups, we've got this one, which is completely Dynamesh together, how we need it for printing, and we have this one, which are completely separate meshes. So woo. ZBrush records all this stuff. They put up their VODs. So ZBrush will have this. Pixelogic will have it. So we see we got the two meshes. Awesome, cool story, bro. We did it. Awesome sauce. So now we're gonna Z-remesh this guy. And bring this up here so you can see what I'm doing. If that's a mosquito, I will kill you. Geometry, Z-remesh. We're gonna go down half. This will take a second. Yeah, they're starting to come out again. It's that time of year. Not looking forward to that. My dog likes to go out in the patio, so I let him in, and yeah. And then they sneak in. Hey, how you doing, Mark? It's been a while. Oh, I didn't record any of this, so I could download the VODs and then slice it all together. It's Z-remeshing right now. It takes a little bit. It's got a process. It's thinking. Oh, and it's saving while it's doing it. Cool. Cool. All right, we're gonna bring it down again. Ooh. Ooh, look at that mess. Ooh, what is that? Oh, nothing. Okay. It fixed itself. Oh, actually, hold up. Okay. You take it out of Dynamesh. Sorry. There was a weird hole. I just let it fix itself. Let's Z-remesh this again. Now we're out of Dynamesh mode. I left it in Dynamesh mode. Yeah, this is the royalty-free. Aw, Neo, thank you for still being subbed. I appreciate that. This is the royalty-free Twitch-safe music on Spotify. It's actually not bad. I'm like, okay. Oh, I need to stream again. I miss you guys. Need more time. I appreciate the suggestion, but I like having, I want his mouth to actually be deep because that's how it is in the concept, in the render that I'm looking at. Look, what is going on there? You see that? Is that just there's like a double face going on there. Okay, well hopefully that's not an issue. Also, that Z-remeshed weird. So we're gonna try, we're gonna Z-remesh that again, but we're gonna hold Alt and see if we do it the other way, if it'll topologies better. Hey, Kingdom Art, how you doing? Darksiders! Can't see it, but Darksiders! Yes! No, it's not a rendering bug. It's gotta be an actual issue with the mesh. Oh, that was worse. Why are you... Oh, things I don't want to do. Okay, let's try this again. Where's my boy? Where's my future husband? He just doesn't know it yet. Hey Chris, how are you? Not alone. It's a good quote. It's one of my favorites. It's the latex one. So however big that one is. I really don't want to poly paint this in. Why is this being so weird with me right now? Oh, whatever. Let's close this out. Let's do this. If we do it this way. Sorry, I'm messing around with stuff. I think I was able to fix it, Star. My dog is literally chasing his tail right now. My dog is literally chasing his tail. I have to show you guys this. Oh, he stopped. He was chasing his tail. You guys gotta see some of it. Confused. I don't understand why it's hating on this. He's doing it again. He's doing it again! He's doing it again! Proof. My dog totally chases his tail. Most distracting thing to have in your office. Why do you hate me? Ugh. It's adorable. He was biting on it. What does a rough range artist spend on sculpting and modeling, like from a quick project to a long? I won't talk about money here. I'm sorry. I'm sure you can find that info online somewhere. But like I said, I will not talk about that on here, so I apologize. Just because this is Pixelogic's channel and it's not mine. Adorable. Adorable. My dog needs a restart? He might. No, I think it's just being finicky with me right now, so let's try this. We're gonna try this. I do. It's VertVixen. It's twitch.tv/VertVixen. I have not been streaming on there recently, but I will be more in the future, so... Especially with my new announcement next month. I feel like I should be doing more streaming. Probably should. And I will. Sorry, Saint. I must have misread you. So far on this guy... Okay. Okay, so that's better. Let's go to half. Let's get rid of poly paint and let's try. Well, let's use poly paint again. So this guy so far, I think I put about 6 hours into just this, and he started from the circle. It'll be 8 after this stream. I'm working on a bust right now, and I've put 5 hours into it, but in total it'll probably be around 40 hours for a bust with some details on it, like extra things other than just a face and hair. Yeah, that's a good estimate. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Yeah, sadly, I would love to sit here and just stream for hours, but I can't because I have other stuff I have to work on that I can't stream, so... I may just have to deal with the topology being weird and then just... Because I'm going to be reprojecting anyways and upresing, I just would rather it be more even all the way through. Yeah, it just does not like that eye area. Alright, we're going to do poly paint again. Let's use poly paint. We'll up the density here. No, I don't want to... Why is it filling it completely? That's really obnoxious. Why is it filling it completely? Is that like a new feature on here or something? I don't want it to do that. I want to be able to paint. It's like... I wonder if I just up it and then paint on it. No. Oh, there. Hi. I don't understand. 2 hours. So I have about 15 more minutes. If you guys have any other questions, please ask. It's so good. Mark, I will be wearing the 3D print as the final product for this guy because he's gonna be like, you know, like this big. He'll be decent sized. Can we talk about... Here we go. Alright, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again! I love you, ZBrush. Maybe if I talk really nicely to it. I'm polypainting for Z-remeshing 3D. Have you ever done that before? You can control density better that way. I do it very rarely, but sometimes when it gets finicky like this, it wants to, it won't give me enough of the polys that I need. So I'm like, okay, well now I'm just gonna tell you that this is the face, so I need more polys here. Yes, this will be printed into sections. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes it will be. I don't even think it would fit on my big printer as one piece. So it will be printed into sections, yes. Okay. That actually Z-remesh? I don't think it did. Star, thank you so much. I appreciate the follow there. I don't think it did. Maybe it did. Let's bring it down again. I don't want lazy mouse on for this. I mean, think about it. It's, right? Like, it's pretty big. Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Okay, if we're gonna do this again. Where's my numbers? Okay, so this is at 370 right now. I'm totally not restarting the PC. I might need to restart ZBrush. I don't know why. Guys, follow your dreams. This song's even telling you. No, it's working. No, it is. We're good. It's working. It's working. It's definitely working. It's being real weird. See, it's doing some weird stuff, but it worked that time. Look at, there's another weird one. See that? Is that a hole? What is going on there? Let's look at, let's see if we can just force this. Let's close holes. Okay. Okay, there we go. At least the hole's closed. Oh wait, but there's another one. Some weird stuff going on. Okay. Okay, well that closed it, so that's good. How are we back down? How are we back up to 370? What is going on? Yeah, there was an actual hole, but I literally fixed the hole. Yeah, War's Armor is great. It's one of my favorites. Maybe. That sounds about right. Possibly 8x6. Thank you. It could have possibly been that. See, we're back to this issue again. Okay, there's more. Yeah, it must be intersecting Geo. That's fine. I'll just keep an eye out on that stuff. All right, well, we're just not going to deal with this right now because I don't know why it's being weird. But it'll be fine. I'm not super worried about it. It's taking up way too much time to just deal with this, so. Oh, War Adorable. I forgot about that. I should just, my wrestling name should just be War. But there's like so many Horsemen of the Apocalypse, I can't do that. Well, as the community manager for Darksiders, I say it's pretty good. But I do recommend you play it and give it a shot. 2019. Alright. We're just gonna go for it. Now, I'm masking this because remember I carved this out, so I don't want this to be affected, so I'm going to mask it. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, that was my fear. Sorry guys, stream may lag a little bit while I'm doing this. That's not horrible. I might have to go one more. Okay, so Darksiders 3 combat is different, but there is a classic mode now, so you can turn classic mode on. It'll feel a little bit more like Darksiders 1 and 2. It's a lot more dodging. There's more strategy when playing because you're going to take more damage. The best way to put it is definitive difficulty on Darksiders 2 is like apocalyptic on Darksiders 3. And apocalyptic or normal on Darksiders 3 is like apocalyptic on Darksiders 2. So it's harder. I like the challenge. It's fun. Cool. Okay. It's like not perfect, but we didn't lose any of what we were starting with, and now we have a great base to work from. And it's all one mesh. So, cool. I'm very excited about it. Yes, I'm very, very excited about this. Yeah, this, I mean, I'm going to tell you guys right now, that's not how I want it. I would like that to have more resolution, more topology in it, but I also am not going to go in there and topologize it on my own because I'm too lazy, so that's what we're going to deal with. It's not that bad. But everything is one mesh, and that's what matters. Everything is symmetrical because we Z-remeshed it with symmetry on, so we're all good with that. And now I can take this one, and we'll save over and create a new file. Before I delete it, it does the trick, exactly. Gets me where I need to go. And remember, this guy, here he is, all separate. And we got this guy, and he's all the same, and we've got all the things we need. So, since I don't want to clutter up my file, let's delete this guy. He's also in an older save, so we're good. And now, I can sculpt for 3 minutes. Does anybody have any questions or anything about what I did, what I'm doing? I will be streaming again, not next week, the weekend after. I stream for Pixelogic every other week. I'm saving this piece in particular for this stream. I'm working on everything else outside of stream. So this is the piece that you guys will see me go through. Please let me know if you're interested in me actually streaming the cleanup process as well, because that's kind of something that we've been throwing around that it would be kind of fun to show you guys. But if it's not something you're interested in, then, you know, it's different, right? Taking the sculpt and 3D printing it. Yes, I'm using a Cintiq. I have a, very fortunate, I have one of the large, I think 24-inch Cintiqs. Changed my sculpting. It's amazing. Why is that insulting? It's not an insulting question. It's an action, a third-person action adventure game. Darksiders 1 was like compared to Zelda, kinda. Darksiders 2, the same kind of hack and slash combat, but more, it's got the same hack and slash combat, but more like, it's got more RPG elements, so actually pick up armor and all that kind of stuff. And Darksiders 3 is kind of, it's still hack and slash, but it's a little less hack and slashy. It's more strategy. It's not as easy as Darksiders 1 and 2 fighting wise, but it's not as hard as Dark Souls. It kind of sits somewhere in between. But it's still Darksiders. Like, it's, I don't know. At first I was like, oh, I'm probably not going to like 3. And I actually played it on Classic Combat, and I really like it. So I do recommend you trying Classic Combat, but if you don't, if you end up not liking, not Classic. I was playing on the regular Combat. But if you end up not liking the regular Combat, you can change it to Classic Combat, so it'll play more like 1 and 2. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Marco. All right. Any other further questions before I skedaddle out of here? Yeah, Star, then you'll really love. Check out 3. I highly recommend. And 1, if you want to replay it, it's coming out to the Switch. Also, guys, make sure to upgrade to ZBrush 2019 because it is out and folders are awesome. Folders are awesome. Yes, in the very beginning, you can actually change it in your menu too. under settings, you can change gameplay and you can change it from regular to classic, and classic is more like the first two. LOL. On the job, always. So, take it out solo. Yeah, thanks, Neo. So you guys get an idea here. All right. Anyways, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you as always. My Instagram is @VertVixen. Should actually. Good night, guys. I don't know what render settings I have set up. Probably cruddy ones. Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for hanging out. I always appreciate it. You guys are amazing, and I really like doing this for you, and I can't wait to get it all crisp so I can render it in this. Oh, this one's so sexy when it's crisp. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Good night. I will be back in 2 weeks. A week, 2 weeks. Not next weekend, the weekend after. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you for streamings.